I was raised in church, just like probably a lot of you. My parents always took me and my brothers, and when I was younger, I faintly remember maybe I went up in church. I don't remember, but when I was 21, I was getting ready to get married, and we were going overseas. And I remember sitting in a revival meeting and telling myself, "You really need to go up." And it wasn't that I was convicted. I see that now after years of going to church now, but I just knew one thing. I didn't want to go to hell. And that is the only reason I went up that night. And I remember leaving and having a good feeling, thinking, okay, I'm okay. And we left and we went overseas for a whole year. And I know I didn't go to church that whole year. They had non-denominational services, and I thought, no, that's not a Baptist church, I'm not going to it. So I didn't go. Later on then, my marriage fell apart. My husband left, and it was a very dark time for me. I later met Julianne's dad, and we married, and he was a Christian, and we went to church together. But all this time, I kept thinking I was saved. He passed away, and I moved my daughter home to Kentucky. And we started going to church again. And I kept feeling like God wanted me to do something with my life. He wanted me to go somewhere and do something. And I'd been to church camp with them and everything. And this particular year, I was trying to talk myself out of going. And I thought, okay, Lord, that's what you want me to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to church camp. So I went back as a camp counselor. And I'd been doing Bible schools and Sunday school teaching all during this time. And we came back home, and I told my daughter, God's not finished. That's not what he wanted out of me. He wanted me to do something else. So we were getting ready to go on a mission trip. And so I signed us up, and we went, thinking all this time, that's what God wanted from me. So we went to the mission trip, coming home, same feeling. I would wake up in the middle of the night crying, and I'd tell Julianne, I said, I need to talk to somebody. We need to talk about this. I said, God's wanting something from me, and I don't know what it is. So then we were having a block party to go a back-to-school bash with our church. And I went, and this other lady had been having some doubts in her mind. And she asked me, she said, let's just go talk to the preacher. Go with me. And I said, okay. So me and the preacher started talking, and he looked at me, and he said, Roxanne, if you died right now, where would you go? And I said, well, I'd like to think I'd go to heaven. And he said, that's not what I'm asking you. He said, right now, if you die, where would you go? And I realized then I was lost. I was saved at 49 years old.
Amen.
And I'm ashamed of it in some ways because I've lost all those years to do good work for the Lord. But I got saved that day, and I've never looked back. And now I realize all along that what God wanted was not for me to do something. He wanted me. He thought I was worth it.
Amen.